Hello students, we are starting our new lesson, A Hero. The first unit is school years. So we all love our school years. Why? We love to go to school. We can meet our friends, we can play a lot of games. So we like our schools. So this story is related to school years. So this unit is related to school years. And the name of the lesson we are studying is A Hero. It is written by R.K. Narayan. So he is an Indian writer. He was born in Tamil Nadu. And most of his stories are set in the fictional South Indian town Malgudi. What is fictional? Sankalpiya Gramamanu Malgudi. There is no real village named Malgudi, but his stories are set in the fictional South Indian town Malgudi. His famous books are Malgudi Ki Kahaniyan, Swami and Friends, The Guide, The English Teacher. So these are his famous works. So in this story, there is a small boy. His name is Swaminathan. He is the main protagonist in this story. What is protagonist? Means the main character of this story. Then his father, mother, grandmother, then a bugler. These are the characters in this story. So a small boy named Swami becomes a hero. Suddenly he becomes a hero in the minds of his friends. So let us see how he becomes a hero. Now read about Swami's fears and nightmares. So first we are going to read about Swami's fears and nightmares. What is nightmares? Pedi സ്വപ്നങ്ങൾ. എന്താണ്? We are going to learn about Swaminathan, his fears and his nightmares, and how he becomes a hero in front of others. For Swami, events took an unexpected turn. Father looked over the newspaper he was reading under the hall lamp and said, "Swami, listen to this. News is to hand of the bravery of a village lad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger." So you can see here in this picture, Swaminathan is sitting beside his father, and the father is sitting there and reading newspaper. And we can see a lamp there. From that we can understand that the time is night. So look here. For Swami, events took an unexpected turn. Unexpected means sudden. Father looked over the newspaper he was reading under the hall lamp and said. So father was reading the newspaper and suddenly he is saying to Swaminathan, what is saying? Swami, listen to this. News is to hand of the bravery of a village lad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. So this news is about the small boy. Lad means small boy. And about his bravery. What happened? He came face to face with a tiger when he was returning to the jungle. He was returning home by the jungle. He came face to face with a tiger. Tiger. The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger and his flight up a tree, where he stayed for half a day till some people came that way and saved him. So what is happening there? This boy is returning home by the jungle and suddenly a tiger came face to face. The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger. So in the newspaper, the news is about the fight that boy had with the tiger and his flight up a tree. So he's going up, he's climbing the tree where he stayed for half a day. So he's staying on the top of the tree for a half a day till some people came that way and saved him. So some passers-by came and they saved him. After reading it through, father looked at Swami fixedly and asked, "What do you say to that?" So after reading it through, the father had read the news. Now father is asking to Swami. What is he asking? What do you say to that? So what are you saying about this news? What do you say to that? Swami said, I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person, not at all a boy. How could a boy fight a tiger? So, what the Swaminathan is saying, I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person. So, I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person. Not at all a boy. So, this is not a boy, he's a very strong person, a grown-up person. How could a boy fight a tiger? It is not easy for a boy to fight a tiger. So, I think he is not a boy, he is a grown-up person and he is much strong. He is very strong. So, here what the father is saying, you think you are wiser than the newspaper? Father sneered. A man may have the strength of an elephant and yet be a coward, whereas another may have the strength of a straw. But if he has courage, he can do anything. Courage is everything. Strength and age are not important. So here, father is smiling and saying something. Parihasikkunu sneered. You think you are wiser than the newspaper. Oh, നിനക്ക് ബുദ്ധി ഇച്ചിരി കൂടുതലാണ് അല്ലേ? A man may have the strength of an elephant. So father is saying that a man can have the strength of an elephant yet be a coward. പേടിച്ചു തോലിയാകാം. എന്താണ് ആനയുടെ ശക്തിയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട് പക്ഷെ പേടിച്ചു തോലിയാകാം. Whereas another may have the strength of a straw, but if he has courage, he can do anything. He may be like a straw. What is straw? Kachi. What is kachi? Vaikkola. Very weak. This is very weak, not strong. But if he has courage, he can do anything. Courage. What is courage? Dhairya. So he can do anything. Courage is everything. Strength and age are not important. So here father is saying, courage is everything. Courage is everything. Courage. Strength and age are not important. So doesn't matter the age, strength or anything. The courage is everything. Swami disputed the theory. How can it be, father? Suppose I have all the courage. What can I do if a tiger should attack me? So Swami disputed the theory. What is disputed? Dispute means question whether something is true and valid. So he is making a dispute with his father. Tarkikya. How can it be, father? How can it be? Suppose I have all the courage. So I have all the Swami is saying that he is having all the courage. What can I do if a tiger should attack me? If a tiger is coming and attacking me, what can I do if I have courage? Leave alone strength. You can prove you have courage. Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. So father is saying, leave alone strength. Don't say about the strength. Now, can you prove you have courage? So father is asking Swami to prove his courage. Swami ki dhairya undo nokka. Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. For this, go and sleep alone in my office room. Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. So father is asking Swami to sleep in the office room, and that should be alone. A frightful proposition, Swami thought. He had always slept beside his granny in the passage, and any change in his arrangement kept him trembling and awake all night. He hoped at first that his father was only joking. He mumbled weakly, yes, and tried to change the subject. He said very loudly and with a great deal of enthusiasm, "We are going to admit even elders in our cricket club hereafter. We are buying brand new bats and balls. Our captain has asked me to tell you." So a frightful proposition. Proposition means proposal, nirdesham. A frightful, it is really frightful. പേടിപ്പിക്കുന്ന ഒരു നിർദ്ദേശമാണ് അല്ലേ? Swami thought. He had always slept beside his granny in the passage. He's sleeping with his granny. Granny means grandma. അമ്മൂമ്മയുടെ കൂടെയാണ് കിടക്കുന്നത്. And any change in his arrangement kept him trembling and awake all night. So if he is not sleeping in the passage or with his grandmother, he is trembling, പേടിച്ചു വിറയ്ക്കും. And he will be awake all night. He will be not getting his good sleep. He hoped at first that his father was only joking. So first, Swami thought that his father is just joking with him to go and sleep, saying to go and sleep in the office room. He thought the father is joking. He mumbled weakly. What is mumbled? Yes. So there is no sound. Yes, I will go and sleep. And try to change the subject. Now he want to change the subject. He want to divert the attention of his father. He said very loudly with a great deal of enthusiasm. So he is speaking very loudly and with very much enjoyment. Enthusiasm means enjoyment. What is saying? We are going to admit 11 elders in our cricket club hereafter. So we are going to admit 11 elders in our cricket club. So in the club we are going to make a team, and in that 11 elders means പ്രായം ചെന്നവർ കളിക്കാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. We are buying brand new bats and balls. ഞങ്ങൾ എന്താണ് പുതിയ ബ്രാൻഡഡ് ബാറ്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് ബോൾസ് ഒക്കെ വാങ്ങിക്കും. We are buying brand new bats and balls. Our captain has asked me to tell you. So our club's captain, our team's captain has asked me to say to you about this. Well, I will see about it later. Father cut in. You must sleep alone hereafter. But father is not going to give up. We will see about it later. നമുക്കത് പിന്നെ നോക്കാം. Father cut in. You must sleep alone hereafter. From today onwards, you should sleep alone. Alone means ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് കിടക്കണം. Swami realized that the matter had gone beyond his control. From a challenge, it had become a plain command. He knew his father's tenacity at such moments. Swami realized that the matter had gone beyond his control. കൈവിട്ടു പോലെ. From a challenge, it had become a plain command. So now it is not a challenge. It is not. ഒരു വെല്ലുവിളിയല്ല. It had become a plain command. So it has become an order from the part of the father. He knew his father's tenacity at such moments. What is tenacity? Firmness. അച്ഛൻ്റെ ഉറച്ച തീരുമാനമാണ് അല്ലേ? His father's tenacity at such moments. From the first of the next month, I will sleep alone, father. From the next month, first itself. From the first of next month, alone, father. ഞാൻ ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് കിടന്നോളാം അടുത്ത മാസം തൊട്ട്. No, you must do it now. It is disgraceful sleeping beside granny or mother like a baby. You are in the second form and I don't at all like the way you are being brought up, he said and looked at his wife who was rocking the cradle. So, no, you must do it now. It is not good to sleep beside your granny. Who is saying? Father is saying, no, you must do it now itself. You should do it now itself. It is disgraceful. What is disgraceful? Shocking or unacceptable. അപമാനമാണ്. എന്ത്? sleeping beside granny or mother like a baby. You are not a small boy, a small baby. You are sleeping beside your granny or your mother. It is not good. You are in the second form, and I don't at all like the way you are being brought up. So now you are in the second form, and I don't at all like the way you are being brought up. What is brought up? He said, and looked at his wife who was rocking the cradle. And he's looking at his mother, at his wife, Swami's mother. The father is looking at Swami's mother, that is his wife. And what she was doing? She was rocking the cradle. Why do you look at me while you say it? She asked. So why do you look at me while you say it? I hardly know anything about the boy. I don't know anything about this boy. No, I don't mean you. So I am not blaming you, father said. If you mean that your mother is spoiling him, tell her so and don't look at me, she said, and turned away. So if your mother has spoiled him, you go and say it to her. Don't say it to me. Who is saying that? Mother is saying to father, Swami's father. If you mean that your mother is spoiling him, tell to her and don't look at me. No need to look at me. I am not spoiling your child. His grandmother is spoiling him, so you should go and tell to your mother about it, she said, and turned away. And saying this, she is going away. So it's the interesting story about Swaminathan. We can continue the story in the next section. Thank you.